When you don't take care of it, they almost gave up a score.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. Throwing again. Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got some space here. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Jackson's pass. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum?
And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Washington will take over.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Allen. This is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Allen's pass complete. Fumble on the.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game.
They got his man complete. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So that one will be accepted. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, Allen. The throw taken in by Sims. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the gun, Allen buying time to his left. This is caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's second down.
Patrick Queen.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So we are halfway through here. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Washington 20.
Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with You and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's now
so much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Evades the tackler, and now some space. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Man, Lamar Jackson, and we all know it, but he is just so elusive with the football.
I don't care how many times you go through tackling drills at practice and how many different situations you put guys in practice. It's not the same as trying to get Lamar Jackson on the ground. He forced 42 missed tackles last year. That's twice as many as any other quarterback in the NFL. To your point, very difficult to get him down.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. That's what we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
On play action, Allen steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing in this This case wide receiver, you got to be careful.